background. What the fuck?
Do you like my this is my craft room at home background?
You know, that craft background speaks more Zen to me than this crap back here. Like, I can't relate. It's like nice. It's nice, but I don't know. I just am such a like I kind of thrive in the chaos a little, you know? This makes me like, I don't know, very subdued. Okay, listen. First of all, keep your all comments to yourself. This is my show with Francesca. Thank you. That's right. Kristen is my director. Okay, Kristen said to be good.
Are people here?
I don't know. Are people here? Oh, people are watching.
I don't see any.
Oh, see, when we don't even know, we talk.
Oh,
yes, people have come. Hey, Sahar is here. Evelyn, Vicky Hart. Hello. Hello. Diddy.
Okay, so I took off on my name. I took off the one where it said Francesca the Cranky One. And I was going to have it say, Francesca, holy crap, it's freezing, Watson. Because do you know what's going on in Texas today? Like that like never happens or very rarely happens.
I'm shocked.
Freezing rain. And I mean, like, Nick went out to go to a doctor's appointment at like 10:30 or 11 o'clock today. And his car was covered in ice. He had to break the seal to get into.
Shut the front door. In Texas.
In Texas, it's nuts. And so like north of us up in Dallas, Fort Worth, which is closer to the Oklahoma border, they actually had 100-car pileup today because the roads were so icy. 5 people died. It's like no joke.
Oh, that's horrible.
It's horrible.
Because they're not used to it. That's like something happening like that here in California. It rains and people are like running to the walls.
I know. They're like, look, what is that stuff coming out of the sky? Oh my God.
Oh my God, break.
No idea.
Do I go faster?
So I grew up in upstate New York, right? And we have all kinds of snow up there and not a problem, but I'm out of practice. And people here in Texas, by and large, have no idea what to do with this stuff. None. So I stayed home today.
Good for you. Good for you.
I stayed home today. Just saying.
There's nothing like a good snow day. Like, you're snowed in. I'm originally from Michigan, those who don't know. So I grew up, same scenario, my dad using his total snow blower down the driveway just to get the car out of the driveway. And I would wait by the radio. Please, let my school be closed. Let it be closed. And then we'd be like, yes.
At least you had a snowblower. At least you had a snowblower. Do you know what my family had?
A shovel.
Me and my brother and snow shovels out there, man. I'm telling you. And we hated every minute of it. We hated it so much.
That sucks. I'm sorry, Francesca. However, my dad I think maybe that's what I get. I get it from my dad. My dad loves tools and gadgets to get jobs done faster. So my dad would put his hat on and he would go to town and would shoot out. I remember as a kid. Yeah.
No, my dad was not that.
Well, everyone said, wait. What'd you say your dad was?
I said my dad was not that. My dad was a classical musician and a deep thinker and an intellectual, lovely guy. I mean,
yes.
Lovely guy. Not the guy who went out and did stuff like that. Yeah. That was not his. They hired people.
Yeah, he hires people. Jewelers do. You know what I mean?
That's
Jewelers do. And that was my dad. So, okay. So, we got more people coming in. We got Bonnie Higgins, Diana Schnitzka, Linda Davis, and we got Patty. Whoa, Patty. Patty's like, nice tumbler you have. Yep, I do.
Patty of the red tumblers. Look at that.
The red tumblers, I know. And then we got Darlene and Anderson Moore. Hello, Myra Banks, Kathy Ward. Welcome to Sip and Shine, everybody. We've been just chit-chatting. Crystal Gay just joined in. Nicole, Dave just had to drive to Detroit to work a claim for his job. Where Mike get out of there before 8 p.m. Oh, you're in Michigan? Oh yeah, you live in Ohio. I get it. Okay, like
Yeah.
got it. And we got Sandra Robertson, Hilda. So you guys, I you know what I was gonna say?
No.
I'm gonna try to be zen, and I started laughing.
Forget that crap. No.
So
No.
you see my beautiful zen background.
Do you see my really messy craft room? This is my craft room.
I love that. I thrive in that world of creativity and chaos. This world right here, I don't know what world that is, but that I would love to live in that world, but
I could live there maybe for a day, maybe.
I'm maybe a 30-minute kind of a thing, and then I'll be like, what else we got going on? Is there food? Is there food?
Is there food?
What are we doing? Is there alcohol?
Hey, speaking of food, I got to brag on myself for just a second before we like kick things off and go down a whole other rabbit hole. I'm now a week and a half into keto.
Yeah, that's impressive, girlfriend. That's impressive.
So
I'm
past the worst of the brain fog. It was rough over the weekend. That was rough. And guess how many pounds I've lost?
I don't know. How's this work? Does it work that fast?
Mm-hmm.
I want to do it.
6 pounds, baby girl.
Shut the front door. Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. And you know what? Here's the thing. Apart from the fact that both Nick and I woke up yesterday, and I think it's this weather shift. My fibromyalgia is just freaking kicking. It's kicking my butt. My fibromyalgia. These weather shifts kick my butt. But I'm sleeping really well, and I'm not. Why are you laughing? What are you laughing at?
Sorry. I'm telling you. Okay, so
shut up. I'm being so serious and telling you real stuff, but whatever.
I know. I'm laughing at you guys. Okay, so you said you lost 6 pounds, right?
6 pounds.
I look at Kristen and I go, Kristen, we need to do it. And Kristen goes, I'm not losing that weight. She goes, I'm not doing that.
So actually, I went back on keto. We were talking about, what are we going to talk about today?
Basically.
Oh my God, what are we going to talk about? Have we talked about all the things yet? I don't think so. So we decided to talk about, the last few episodes have been about sort of outward beauty. Some of us are, let's see, go this way. Some of us are more beautiful than others. Oh, I'm pointing. Oh, can you see over here?
How?
And the big thing for me, right? So then we decided, all right, physical, we'll talk about sort of emotional, spiritual beauty. Like, what are we doing? So that's going to be what today's about. But part of that for me is kind of figuring out how can I feel better? And, when I did keto in 2019, I lost over 50 pounds.
Mother, wow.
And
that's just good.
Yeah. And in fact, if you look, you did a picture of us in 2019 at the Potter party. I look kind of amazing. Now I know you put filters and stuff on there, but even so, that was about 2 months into keto. And I noticed the difference like a lot. Anyway, very long story short, I had kind of fallen off the wagon Christmas of 2019. And then, we all know what 2020 looked like. And I was suddenly back to feeling crappy with fibromyalgia all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was really bad. And I literally woke up one morning and my feet and legs were so swollen and I couldn't move and everything hurt. And I looked at Nick and said, we've got to get back on keto. So back on keto, 10 days in, I've lost 6 pounds. A lot of that is water weight because that's the first thing to go on keto. But I'm sleeping well. My fibro is not liking this cold. But apart from that, I'm much more limber. I don't have gas. So it's just, I just know it's going to be awesome. So there you go.
So that is wonderful. I'm so happy. Francesca, let's be real. So before Francesca went on keto, so she really wanted to get back on track. Do you think, and she like this was after I pushed her to wear eyelashes and to airbrush?
Are you saying that you would like to take credit for my going back on keto?
Did I give you that little nudge? Did I inspire you to not only, take care of the outer beauty, but the inner part of
I think it's been a combination of things, because I've said this before, I'm going to be 60 this year, and 2020 was weird, right? And I think created a lot of sort of internal introspection for people. And then I lost one of my best friends in November, and that was like a whole, right? And so I think there comes a point, certainly I would say that you're part of that, right? Definitely a part of it. Definitely a part of that. But I think really it's been a process of kind of recognizing that I don't have forever. I'm a finite being. And so it's just time for me to get off my ass and take care of myself. I can do it if I choose to, is the thing. And so what am I saying? This is really, truly like, I can do this if I choose to. What am I saying about how I feel about myself if I choose not to? And that was kind of like
Yes.
If I know I can do it and I choose not to, what does that say about?
Thank you for sharing that with us, Francesca, because
it's just you and me, right? Nobody else is listening, right, Ani? It's just you and me talking.
Right? Honestly, we were chit-chatting even before we went live, and then Francesca's like, "Are we live?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And then Yara's like, "Yes, shut up, don't say anything." But Francesca, what you just said is so inspiring. Everyone can relate to that. Everyone had like stories, of what they went through and, certain circumstances and, that affects your life. But for you to make that decision, basically, I call it a pivot.
It's a pivot.
Yeah, it's a pivot because you consciously make that effort to say, no, we're not going in this direction anymore. I'm tired of this direction. I'm going to pivot. Pivot? You watch Friends, pivot. Ross, my favorite. Pivot.
Ross was such a mess.
I mean, my kids are all into Friends now because they think it's like the best thing. And I'm like, where were you?
So I see somebody here. I need to go back. Kathy Wart said, I've been keto for almost 3 years. I lost 65 pounds of fat and kept my muscle because of the high levels of protein. Don't overdo the fat, right? So there is a balance thing. To make it sustainable, you need to supplement electrolytes. So if anybody is interested in pursuing this, I strongly recommend that you do some reading about it. I have an app. I don't have anything for showing this for you, but I've got an app. Hold on just a second. It's called Carb Manager. And the idea is, right, that you can, let me see.
I can't see.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So, no. I hit a button. Hold on. Apparently I can't hold my phone. So this pie chart is really important because that's about perfect. That's about what you want for your macros for the day.
Oh.
And it really boils down. I know this is going to be unappealing to people, but it really, until you kind of get the hang of it, it really boils down to recording every single thing you put in your mouth. Like every single thing you put in your mouth until you kind of retrain yourself.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I know. It's not fun, but anyway.
It's not. You know who's very successful in that too, besides you and Kathy Wart, is Margaret Chindel. She wrote an entire, multiple articles on her journey and what she did on, I should share those with you. She sent those to me, on her keto. She lost over 60 pounds and says she never felt better. She everything you just described, sleeping better, feeling better, thinking better, everything better. It really is. Maybe I should try it.
Guys, seriously. So briefly, here's the thinking behind keto. Your brain runs best on fat. I'm just saying. Fat is brain food. If you don't get enough fat in your diet, the first thing that goes is cognitive development. Okay, your cognitive ability. And so the idea is that you cut out starchy carbs altogether, breads, pastas, potatoes, root vegetables, all that stuff just out, gone. And And I know it's miserable because I'm Italian. Have we mentioned this? And pasta is like my love language. Very sad.
Everything.
Yeah, I hear there's all kinds of people in here on the comments who are talking about how this has changed their lives. So
I'm seeing
I'm not alone. It does require a commitment, and I'm super grateful that my sweet husband Nick, you've heard me talk about him before. He does most of the cooking in the house, and when I said, "Hey, babe, it's time to get back on this," all the bad stuff disappeared out of the kitchen. He started cooking the healthy food. I mean, he like hands me my plate with a little sticky note that says, "This is how many ounces of meat is on that plate. This is how many ounces of," because he knows I've got to record it all before I can eat it.
Wow. Oh, God.
So I'm spoiled. Rotten.
Honestly, yeah, you know what? It's true. You have Nick, really. I would have Yarrow do that too for me, but I don't know. I just feel like I would get bored.
So this was the thing I was just going to say, is that it makes me think more about the food in a healthy way, like what flavors. So today we had some leftover steak in the fridge, and I cut that up and I made a ginger soy steak and cabbage salad for lunch, and it was huge. It was a gigantic bowl, and it was so delicious.
Okay, but I think I kind of eat sometimes keto-ish, keto-licious food, because I don't eat I'm weird. Like my kids always, yeah. So I don't know. Someone should just walk around and record what I eat. Maybe that's
here's
diet.
How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel?
Oh, I always gauge it on how I wake up. I wake up with energy. I don't wake up. Sometimes you wake up and it's like, oh, I feel like you still need some more sleep, even though you had a whole night's sleep.
Right.
But I sleep well. I wake up energized. What else? What else am I supposed to feel?
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you're feeling good, clearly your weight's good. You're freaking gorgeous. Whatever. We hate you. I say that with love. But so if you don't need to, you don't need to. But for me, it was really about, I was bloated. I felt my brain wasn't working. I was in pain all the time. I thought
Patricia said the same.
I gotta do
all
it.
about the feel.
Yeah, it's all about the feel.
It's all about the feel. I'm all about feeling.
Yes, Pat, exactly.
Right, Pat? That's beautiful. Yeah, I don't care about the weight. It's really how you feel. How you feel in those tight jeans. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. So Shelly Van Name is saying, I have type 2 diabetes due to 25 years of transplant meds. Holy cow. Keto and intermediate fasting is life-changing. I haven't gotten to the intermediate fasting yet. That's like a whole thing.
Okay, I have plenty of people in my life for that. If you need any info.
Yeah. So that's sort of next, if I can kind of get into, it's really about sort of retraining yourself. Anyway, I didn't mean to go like all the way down on that thing, but this started because.
But Nicole, I saw my doctor last week saying how, can you stop hovering over it? I can't read when you do that. I saw my doctor last week saying how lethargic and tired I've been. Energy until mid-afternoon. Blood work came back fine, and she says it's grief. I swore I had some kind of illness.
Girl, grief is physical. They've done all kinds of studies about depression. So right here, guys, right? I'm just going to share something with you that's deeply personal. It's just us girls, right? And maybe Tom Elms.
The shiny head, bald head.
So deeply personal, and I'll just kind of put this out there. I'm a sexual abuse survivor. First time at 6, second time at 11. And that kind of stuff just sort of wrecks with your head. And so I have struggled with depression and anxiety my entire life. They're doing studies now, honey, that show that depression is physical. It has physical effects on your body. That pain, that brain fog, the inability to concentrate, that pain in your abdomen that just like you can't figure out what it is. Depression can do that for you. And I have to tell you that the entire flipping world after 2020 is probably walking around with some piece of that. So, honey, I'm so glad that your blood work is fine.
Oh, I'm so happy. Yes, it's just
grief is one of those things you just have to, you have to learn to manage.
Yes. People always say your oh, just because you're feeling that way, that doesn't affect your health. I want to tell people, next time you get stressed and worried and run to the bathroom with diarrhea, you tell me how that
Yeah.
stress did not affect you physically. You know what I mean? You get
Yeah.
nervous and stressed and you have diarrhea. Tell me that, your stomach starts hurting. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
So it affects you on so many different levels. You know what I mean? Like with Nicole, it was feeling tired and she just couldn't get back to, you know what I mean? So it affects you. I handle stress and depression differently. Like sometimes I wonder, I handle it by, sometimes I choose what I bring into my brain. Some things you can avoid extra stress in your life and you kind of keep some of that at bay. So I'm really good at guarding my brain and my heart with things that I don't need to be involved in. You know what I mean?
That's important because there's stuff, you can't unsee it. You can't unhear it. You just need to I'm serious. Some of that stuff just needs to be, you just don't need to go there.
I don't need to go there. Like Kristen sent me something yesterday on a text message and I glanced over it just real quick and I go, I can't. I don't need to see this and I don't need to get upset over this. And I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to sleep just fine, not having that penetrate me. You don't realize things that you see, things that you watch, things that you read can penetrate you, and affect you in your mind. So I try to guard myself. So that's one thing that I've never told anyone. I really guard myself, Prevention. Yarrow says prevention.
Yeah, exactly. Evelyn is asking a question. She says, I have lupus, diabetes, and multiple other autoimmune issues. Would keto possibly help? I'm on chemo and tons of meds. So obviously, Evelyn, I'm not a doctor. I'd have a conversation with your doctor. I hope that you have a doctor that is treating you holistically. That's the first thing I would say.
That is really good. Yeah, holistic.
Unfortunately, and I don't. This is not to trash doctors, but they have a tendency to. Who's coming?
Look what I just got. Right now, they just delivered it.
What is it?
Give me an arm. Good, blessed Kristen.
What is it?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll show it to you. Well, just because Francesca said it.
You guys, I just said, what is it? And that's a clue for my dogs to go to the door and look. And so now they're fussing outside because they heard me say that.
Look what the mailman just brought in with a note.
Is that donuts?
I know we're talking about diets. Wait till you see this. We didn't plan this.
Is that chocolate?
The original
coffee cake. Oh my Lord.
Who sent this to me?
Oh my Lord.
Let's see. Ani, Yarrow, Kristen, and your family too. You've all been such a bright spot in this crazy COVID year. Thank you for all you do. Heidi.
Oh,
Heidi. Let's look at it.
I can live vicariously through you.
Yes. So first, before I forget, before we go to this, I just want to say, Evelyn, I agree with everything Francesca said. I don't want to put that aside. But I'm a fond believer on holistic and anything like that. Yeah. And I'm actually going to read some of what you just posted on your ailments and things that I know personally. I'll try to message you and help you out with some of my tips.
You don't already have, and I would say this is true for anybody, for everybody. You want a doctor that's going to treat your whole body.
Yeah.
Right. So too many times you wind up going to a specialist and the specialist is they're laser focused on this one thing. And there's nobody who's really, sort of putting all of the pieces together. And so find a doctor who's going to deal with you as a whole person and who can kind of help you manage that care. And I would say that if you can find that doctor in the world, ask that person about keto in the context of the other things you're dealing with and see if that would help.
Yes, I agree. However, a lot of people do that intermittent fasting. My mother-in-law does it. My daughter's boyfriend does it. But they say that intermittent fasting is best on men. Men have, and they've also have more statistics and information off of a man, just so you know.
Interesting.
Yeah, so my girls don't. So women should really double check intermittent fasting because my daughters won't do it. They've done a lot of research and they said, Mom, it's mainly for men. However, my mother-in-law will only drink coffee through a portion until like maybe 1-2 p.m. and then she goes full keto, man. She like eats beef and she loves her fat. She loves her avocado. What else?
Avocado is bomb.
Yeah, she's just so let's like. Speaking of keto.
Speaking of keto, this is not keto. This would not be keto.
God, it's such a big box. Oh my God, Heidi. You guys look at these.
OMG. Are those donuts?
No, what they are is mini bundt cakes.
Oh, shut the front door.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, those look amazing. Oh my God,
this is our show. Okay, Yaro's like, this is a completely different thing. Well, listen, we weren't planning on talking about just one thing. Hello, welcome to our show. Welcome to Sip and Shine, baby. Oh my God. So I'm going to take one out. Can I eat one?
Of course you can eat one.
Kristen, you want some? Kristen, cut this for me. Thank you so. Oh my God, the smell. It just came.
We need smell-o-vision.
Oh my God, you guys, you don't understand. Oh God. So we have a glazed cinnamon chocolate. Oh, wait, where is it? Right there. Where am I?
I want the one with the white frosting. That's the one I want. Eat that for me. Yes, ma'am. Eat that for me.
Oh, it's like a poppy seed. Look, there's poppy seed.
Yes, ma'am. Eat a bite of that.
Look at the poppy seed. Pay attention, cameraman.
That's going to be a lemon. That's going to be a lemon poppy seed bundt cake with a lemon frosting. Bite it and tell me. Oh, shut up. I'm dying right now.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Is it good?
God. I swear. It's so good. Sorry. I'll eat all of them for you. Oh, it is. Oh, it tells you what they are. Oh, wait, it tells you the calorie count. Look how good they are.
Oh, the calorie count.
It's a lemon. You're right. It's lemon poppy seed.
Did I call it? I know my baked goods.
You are so good. Look, Yara, zoom in. It's right there.
I know my baked goods.
Look, it's only 570 calories.
Okay, wait, no. Per serving. So that's the whole cake.
One cake.
How many carbs?
Oh,
scroll down. Let me see how many carbs.
I don't know where to find that.
82.
Is that good?
4 days worth of carbohydrates, girlfriend.
Well, then. You know what? I'm going to say something. Keto Schmido. Okay. Let me say something. Okay. Sometimes the way you feel when you eat something gives you such joy in it, or it takes you to a happy time, a happy person in your life, or just something. But that, honest to God, I feel as though is very healthy for your soul and your physical being, because this controls a lot. When you are stressed, people get a heart attack, diabetes, all sorts of hypertension, blah, blah, blah.
Somebody posted back in here that she was having some really weird symptoms and she went to the doctor and he said, stop watching the news. We're not meant to take in all of this negative stuff. Stop watching the news. And within days, she was fine.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So I eat because I'm hungry. And sometimes I eat because something makes me it gives me pleasure, So I'm not talking about binge eating, you guys. I'm talking like if I want that chocolate pudding at night while I'm watching TV to kind of set my happy tone as I'm going to sleep, I'm going to eat that chocolate pudding,
Yeah. But you don't have to eat all the chocolate pudding.
No, you don't have to. That's a secret. My kids say sometimes I'll eat like a bird, because I'll eat until I'm satisfied. And I'm like, I don't want to eat anymore. What do I have? Just because it's this size doesn't mean my stomach wants that size. So I'm very careful on my portion. If
I
you're gonna
think-
follow me around and see what I eat, like it's all portion
Yeah.
control.
I think it's really different for people. I don't have a particularly healthy relationship with food. Food is a comfort thing for me. And when I'm stressed, I have a tendency to gravitate there. It goes back to when I was a kid. My grandmother arrived in the United States on February 14th, 1920 on the Giuseppe Verdi, Ellis Island in New York from Italy.
Wow. Oh my God, I got goosebumps, Francesca.
Yeah. She never spoke
I've been
English.
to Ellis Island. I've read all those names.
It's amazing. She never spoke English terribly well, and food was her love language. And so, my parents went through this awful divorce when I was a kid, and very rarely my dad, that was like a whole other like trauma in my life, whatever. But he would pick us up and take us, me and my brother, to my grandmother's. And the first thing she'd say, "Oh, Cookie, you so skinny." And she'd take me into the kitchen before dinner. She'd take me to the kitchen and she would stuff us with cannolis. Before dinner.
Man-made, handmade cannolis.
Good.
But right.
So
See,
good.
okay, but what I'm saying is, like, if you have a special place in your heart for cannolis, and that cannolis ties into the joy and happiness from seeing your grandma, or takes you back to that happy time.
Here's my problem. This is my issue.
You eat all the cannolis.
I can't just have 2 bites of cannoli and be content. I have to eat 8 or 10 of them.
Okay. So
I have a very unhealthy relationship with food. And the thing I'm loving about keto is that it's really making me think about food in a way that is changing my mind. And so I need to be disciplined. I need to, if you think about it, it's discipline, and the D word, discipline.
Oh, like eat like a sparrow, Aaron says.
Eat like a sparrow.
I love that. Oh my God, me too, Francesca. Okay, so a lot of people eat for comfort. I don't eat for comfort. I sometimes get upset when I'm hungry. Like, God bless it, I'm getting hungry. It's really annoying. It's interfering with my work right now.
That's called hangry.
Well, yes, it's hangry, but I would rather it not. I don't like to deal with the hunger. Like, eating for me sometimes is like a task. So I'll eat real quick.
I don't have the problem.
However, I'll tell you one thing. Since you guys don't know, I can work for hours on end without food. Like, I'll be at a trade show and I'll be standing the whole time with no stopping for lunch breaks. Whoever knows me and sees me, I promise this is hand to God. It's the truth. However, I'll tell you guys one thing. When hunger comes, if you ignore it after a little bit, it goes away.
Yeah.
Not everyone knows that. However, like, I'm just saying, like, if you're doing like intermittent fasting and you get hungry, know that the hunger does go away. People don't realize that.
Your body produces hormones that shut that off. If it's not.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I'm a walking testament. I've seen it happen, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was hungry like an hour ago. Not hungry anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. Well, that's
so
not
healthy.
Good.
So we're about being healthy. We're about being healthy. So
okay, wait. So Steve Smart joined in. Steve, what the hell are you doing on my show? Steve Smart, I know from the SEMA Auto Show. He makes all the badges for the cars. Like, it says Oldsmobile,
cool.
All those. He makes badges for like Chip Foose. Okay, so last SEMA, Steve and Yarrow and the group went to sushi, and we went to all you can eat sushi.
Oh my gosh, I love sushi so much.
Honey, what about the sushi of Vegas? We ordered the whole menu.
Listen, hey, when we go, the next one, I'm in. Sign me up for all the sushi. I'll go off keto for the night and eat all the sushi.
You guys don't know. I have the best sushi restaurant in Vegas.
Girl, I'm there.
honestly, Francesca, when we can go, I will. And I know everyone there. They even know Jolie because Jolie comes to yeah, they know everybody.
Your
So
emotional support animal.
yeah, yes, she's my service dog. That's right. They all know her, and she just sits there, and they come and pet her. Um, you know how we learned about this sushi restaurant? You guys got to hear this. This is kind of interesting. So we were staying at Treasure Island. Remember, I told you guys back in the day, my dad was Mr. VIP. They rolled out the red carpet, gave us limos, and picked us up from the airport. It was lovely.
Nice.
Anyway, so the driver to the owner of Treasure Island, it's just like this billionaire guy, okay? He drove us around because my dad was VIP and we were, the driver to the billionaire, okay, for Treasure Island. So we were telling him, we're like, we want to go to a good sushi place. And he goes, do you want to stay on the strip or do you want to go to a good sushi place off the strip? And we're like, we'll go anywhere. And he goes, I'll tell you guys the personal favorite spot of the owner of Treasure Island. And we're like, tell us. Where is that sucker? So he gave us this place, and I promise you it's a pit stop, if not multiple times we go there while we're in Vegas. The best.
It sounds like the Italian restaurant. I found an Italian restaurant in Tucson when we were there last year, and we went like out of the 8 nights we were there, we went 5 of them.
Yeah, that's us in sushi.
Yeah.
That's us in sushi. Yes, it's just No, who's gonna care about the name? It's called Sushiman. But they have multiple locations in Las Vegas, but there's one location with the OG with the finest sushi chefs there. And some of them don't even speak English. They speak Japanese. So Yara practices his Japanese language with them. And they're like, Yaro-son, Yaro-son.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my God, Yarrow. And Yarrow tries to talk to them in Japanese. And I'm like, oh God. And he does pretty good.
I need to tell you a story about being out of your element and trying to like connect with the locals. Can I tell you a story? Because it's
yeah.
Okay. So several years ago
what's it called? Sushiman. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sushiman. So and I'm sorry, my allergies are going bananas. So several years ago in Tucson, we're out, I don't know, running around, and my friend Deborah Mauser had not been feeling very well. She was back at the hotel, didn't come, and I texted her, "How are you doing? Do we need to pick you anything up?" And she said, "I think maybe I could eat a hamburger." Excellent. So I'm on the phone and I'm looking, where is there a hamburger? And I'm looking at ratings because like you do.
Yes.
And there's I can't remember the name of it was like Serial Grillers or something like that near the hotel. And we pull up and it is a complete freaking hole in the wall. Complete hole in the wall. So we pull up, we had called in the order, right? So we're all kind of looking at each other like, I guess it's safe. I don't know. So I get out of the car. It's just me. Gwen is in the car. I think Eva Sherman was in the car. I get out of the car. I go in. I am the only white person in the place. Fine. So I walk up. Hi, I called in this order. Great, we'll get it for you. Huge guy behind the counter. Everybody's wearing hats, right, that say Serial Grillers on it or whatever. And I'm trying to strike up a conversation. I'm trying to be like all chatty and friendly and, oh, thanks. So, I hear the burgers are really good here. And he's like not having. And I see that there's lettering underneath the brim. And what I can see is JEF. And I said, oh, I really like your hats. Isn't that nice? You all have your names underneath the brim. And he tips it up and it said JEFE. He goes, it says Hefe.
I was waiting for that.
So I'm standing there looking at him and I go, well, that's pretty much the most vanilla middle-aged white woman thing I could have said.
Right there, Francesca.
That broke him up. I said, well, that's the most middle-aged white person thing I could have said. And he's like, pretty much. Oh, is your name Jeff?
I know, right? Jeff? He's probably like, is your name? Is your name Susan Smith?
He was really like, is this white woman really gonna like? It was.
That's good. I love that.
I get in the car. I get in the car. Gwen is driving. I get in the car. We pull out. I cannot stop laughing, and they're like, "What is so funny?" So I finally managed to choke out this story between like the guffaws. Gwen literally had to pull the car over because we were like crying. Oh, is your name Jeff? No, that's Hefe.
Hefe, you little gringa. Yeah, you little gringa. How about that?
Oh God.
You know?
Yeah. So if it's not your thing, it's not your thing, right? You don't have to. I was trying to be one of the cool kids.
Oh, isn't that nice? You know what? You know when you start babbling like that is because you're feeling uncomfortable. And so you start to say stuff that you're like, what the fudge am I saying? But you're filling in the void of the awkwardness. And you're like, oh, isn't that good? You have your names on it. And he's like, listen, you little white lady.
I know. You're just like
yes, yeah. I know. I've been there, done that. We've all done that. Okay, so Yarrow and Steve are now typing in the address of the sushi place. You guys are nuts. They're hilarious.
Awesome.
Jennifer says,
I have to tell you, can I tell you about one other thing?
Sure. I'll just drink and eat my cake.
You suggested that I add this to my beauty regimen.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is the Neutrogena. The Neutrogena
exfoliator.
Yes. You know, some people you can use like an enzyme scrub and stuff to like eat away your skin, but you have to kind of wait a few minutes for that. It's just another process. I take those little pads and sometimes I don't even put it on that little device. I just like grab that little pad and go.
So let me tell you about this little device. I may have to do that because can I just tell you that the vibrations on this thing are a little intense. So I don't know if it was my keto brain or whatever. I fired this bad boy up for the first time and like my head.
Yeah, isn't it quite, it's vibratory.
It's a little violent.
It is. It's very.
And I'm like, so I'm standing there and I'm like, my whole face, my whole head is like,
it's my cheekbones and it's like, grrr, and you're like, and I'm like, do I have it on the high? Because it's got 2 speed settings. You can do the lower. Is it got 2 speed settings? I think.
It does. Know. Yeah. No, it has. So.
Okay, I can't remember. Yeah. Either way, it's, you know, if I was to design that, which I'm not right now, I got enough stuff on my plate. I would design that to be, I would say like the head part, not so big. Like because I want to get it like in the cracks of my nose, you know.
Diana is saying shaken jeweler syndrome. That's exactly what it felt like. It felt like my head was banging against my brain.
Yeah, it's aggressive, but I'm telling you,
violent.
Yes, if you exfoliate, you know, on the norm, you don't have to get too violent. So that's why I was saying, like, you can even use because take the little pod off, take it off. Look, it's just a Velcro pod. I have these just sitting next to my sink and I wash it and I rinse it and I pat it dry and it just sits there and it's dry the next morning.
How often are you supposed to do this is what I was.
Okay. So every morning when I wash my face, I use that because every morning because, you know, as you sleep, you have like cell turnover. And so you get like dead skin cells and that dead skin cells don't give you that fresh, youthful glow. If it's just laying there, you know, if you're not, it's like your feet. Okay. Everyone could relate to dead skin cells on feet. If you don't pumice or scrub your feet, it gets dry and, you know, it's just
gross.
Dead skin. So that happens on, of course, a microscopic level on your face. You know,
Mira says it's a new beauty routine, violent exfoliation.
Yes, violent exfoliation. But you know, I never realized that maybe that's why I don't use. I have that. It's literally right next to my sink, but I rip it off, and I'm always using the little one and it's really quick. You don't have to like if you do it, you know, on occasion. If you can't do it every day, that's fine. I just wear makeup every day, so I have to. But on occasion, if you remove the dead skin, you don't have to go like violent and make sure
okay.
it's like,
We have to stop this for just a second because Yarrow and your friend Steve are dissing you in the comments. Yarrow, call me later when you get a chance. I have some technical questions for you. Ani wouldn't understand.
I love it. Okay,
What?
Steve, next time you have polishing questions, I'm going to make you talk to Yarrow.
There you go. Hey, are we still going to do that thing where we get our men to do this show?
Oh, yeah, we forgot about that.
We did forget about that. I just thought of this because I'm thinking, Yarrow, you should put your money where your mouth is, man.
Yeah. Yarrow, let's see. Everyone thinks it's so easy. They critique you. You shouldn't have said that. You should do this. You should do that. Get on that camera and you try
go on here and do it. Did I show you the picture? Did I show you the picture of my husband's face when I told him he was going to be on? He was
no,
I
want to see. Wait, I can't see. It's glaring.
I know. Hold on.
Can't see.
Hold. Oh.
That's a. Are you?
He's like,
serious?
What are you talking about, Willis?
No, he's like, you do that, boo boo. You do that. I know.
You do that.
You know what? I'm almost like a weird curiosity kind of
about what
explodes when I think about them sitting like on air. All of
the guys,
like
all the guys.
What are they going to talk about? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
All I know is I'd be laughing.
I think we should totally make it happen. I think that would be very entertaining.
I love it. What Linda say? What Linda? Oh my God! I got caught in a downpour in the French Quarter in New Orleans pre-Katrina and ducked into a shop in my back alley to get out of the rain. S&M bondage shop. What to talk about? We wait for it.
So,
how's that whip work? Does it last long? How about the choke collar with the spikes? Yeah, I'm really digging that.
My jam.
I don't. Yeah, I do.
Not my jam.
Not my jam. But you know what? Hey, yeah.
Hey, what consenting adults do, it's none of my business. And
none of my business.
It's none of my business. Could we please keep it that way?
I'm gonna get you a whip.
No, you're not.
I feel like Nick would like a whip. That's right. I'm the jewelry instructor. I'm gonna get you like long patent leather black heels.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Francesca.
That is the funniest thing.
I know, right? I love it. Oh, Lord. Who said dead skin? I missed it. We're missing the comment.
Lisa Jacober says, yes, I know all about the dead skin on the feet.
Yes. Oh, Lisa Jacober. Lisa Jacober has a spa. She when I go down there one day.
Oh Lord, she has to touch feet.
Me.
She has to touch feet as part of her business.
She touches feet, she massages, she does nails beautifully, like overall pampering. She says, one day if I come, she's going to pamper me. So we're channeling that today, Lisa. Look at the background.
Okay. Myra says to the bondage shop owner, let me get my jewel tool. I can polish those spikes up for you in a jiffy. Oh, you totally would do that too.
You know, funny one, Myra. Look at you.
You could shine that up a little bit. That's pretty funny. Those handcuffs are looking a little dull. Let's get those handcuffs.
You know, it could use a little shine. I'm into the shine.
Yeah, right.
I have a special fetish for polished stuff.
That's your fetish. Shiny. Woo.
Okay.
Lisa, where is Lisa? Located.
Wait, is she in Dakota? Kristen, where's Lisa Jacober? Oh, Lisa, awesome. I can't wait, Lol. Yeah, Lisa. Montana.
Okay, so we need a road trip to Montana because
we will take over. Take us, Lisa. Take us. We need, I could use a spa day. We were talking about that. We should do a
Kate Richburg's here.
Hey, Kate. Whoa. Kate's in the house. Kate's in the house.
Double masks and gloves. She said, today I did self-care by going to Target for the first time in 4 months. Yay, you. Feeling brave.
Double masks and gloves. You mean you didn't wear your face shield?
So Nicole says, when she walks in there all sultry with the jewel tool in her hand and the flex shaft attached and running, I got this. Show me your rusty handcuffs. Woohoo! Woo!
Oh my God, I love it. With the flex. Like she's like, I can't even do it. I can't. With the flex shaft.
That's oh, girl. Oh my gosh. Hey, I'll crochet you a bodice. How about that?
Oh, wow. Wow, that's fancy.
This is my current obsession.
You know, and of course, Francesca would show that while I'm using my flex shaft as a freaking lasso, and now I have it on my head. Okay.
Yeah, that's exact. Yes. Kate is like, let's make you a leather cape, Francesca. Let's not.
Leather cape. I say long, over the knee, patent leather, high heel, boots. Oh yeah. Come here.
My days. Francesca as a hooker, Kate says, listen, ladies, only if I can wear flats. My days. Can I wear flats? Will I look badass in flats? That's what I want to know. Because my days of stilettos, this is an absolutely true story. This is absolutely a true story. It was probably 1980-ish, somewhere in there. I was going to be an actress. I was actually in college to study drama. And I got hired by a local advertising agency to go do a promotion at a bank for a bank. And it was me and 2 other girls wearing fishnet stockings and 4-inch heels and a little red satin vest and satin tap panties doing the Charleston out in front of this bank. It was a beautiful promotion.
It's gorgeous.
No, I couldn't put my feet in those shoes now, let alone dance the Charleston in them.
Wow, with fishnet stockings, I might add.
I was a hottie.
You are still a hottie. Shut up. Especially with the keto kicking in. Ooh. You know, you'll see. It all comes from inside. You know, you take care of the outside. It is a hooker. That's what crochet hobbyists are called.
That's what crochet hobbyists are called, is a hooker. I went totally someplace else.
That was good. That's right. Change the title. Francesca the hooker.
Oh God.
Not Francesca the cranky one. Francesca the hooker.
I cannot stop crocheting. Let me just briefly show you. So this is an infinity cowl scarf thing. This is going off to a friend tomorrow.
Wow.
Baskets. Are you in the mood for a basket? Do you need a basket to put like plants or something in?
You made that?
I made that. So you could do it like a basket.
That is freaking cool. That is some cool stuff. I'm so digging that.
You need a beanie?
Is so cute. I want a beanie. Oh my God, we need a beanie and we'll sing our rap that Dee wrote for us. Speaking of hooker, you Texas hoe.
you LA slut. So look, then I've got this sort of little, it's supposed to have buttons on it. So now I have to go make buttons.
Oh my God, look at that.
And then, okay, I literally just finished this. I've only been crocheting again.
Did you just do this today?
No, yeah, I did all this afternoon. No, I did all of this since the week before Christmas.
Wow. I play Rumi Cube on my iPad. That's what I do to relax. Yeah. I play chess or Rumi Cube on my iPad.
Another basket.
So if you want to bug me, oh, that's cute. That's really cute. I didn't even know you can crochet baskets.
Oh, girl, you can crochet anything. You can crochet all the things.
I tried learning like as a kid, and I did it. I forgot how to do that. The jewel tool is sexy red. Yes. Oh my God, we need to get you red patent leather boots.
This is in process. So there you
bondage.
go.
Oh, sorry, I'm reading Patty. Patty's talking about bondage. They're totally going off on this bondage.
Linda's like, wow, I put in one comment and the whole discussion goes to the red light district. You're not kidding. We can take a hint.
This is how we roll, I swear. Karen says you need to teach Ani how to knit and crochet.
Let's do that on a show.
Yeah, you should do that. Okay, next show. Oh God. I'll be like, can we do the airbrush, please?
Oh, girl. So here's the thing, right? Is that you know how as a metalsmith, like you're all about the tools, and you're drooling over the hammers, and you need the jewel tool, and you want a hydraulic press, and you got all the blah blah, right?
Yes.
Okay. When you're crocheting, the thing is needle holders, so like needle cases. I'm actually like looking on Pinterest for ways to store your needles because that's a thing, and hand spun yarn.
Kate said she's gonna send you some hand spun yarn. I want some too. What am I gonna do with it? I don't know.
We'll do a beanie. I
know someone that hand spins yarn of their dog's hair and makes jackets out of it.
Ew.
It's a true thing. They look so pretty. They feel like fur and cashmere. They're clean.
Okay, here's my little beanie. Wait,
hold on. You gotta wear your dog. Oh, that's so cute, Francesca. Wow, it's a beret.
It's a beret.
Oh.
Yeah, Kate,
Francesca, you look so jolie today.
We need to have Kate on as a guest because she has 3 spinning wheels and she actually spins her own yarn.
No dog hair though, she said. I love it.
No dog hair.
Oh, Kate, that'll be so cool. We should have her on the side when I'm doing my crochet, and she'll be spinning.
We should do it.
I don't know if you spin. Do you spin like with the Singer foot pedal that goes back? I used to have an old vintage one at my mom's house. Is that how you spin? No.
Yeah. So Myra's asking, what does that dog yarn smell like when it gets wet? Like that would be my.
Okay, here, I'm going to tell you guys something. Mingo is a German Shepherd. And everyone who comes over to my house, especially Yaro's brothers and stuff, they're like, how come he doesn't smell like a dog? And I say, what do you mean? They're like, everyone else's dog smells like a dog. And I'm like, well, I give him a bath. I brush his teeth. That's it. And he lives inside. Mingo, for everyone that is concerned, Mingo lives in the house. And when Mingo's outside for too long, Mingo goes and opens the door and goes, peace out, homies. I'm going to go to my bed. You guys can stay outdoors. I'm not doing that anymore. And so he stays clean and he doesn't smell. So he doesn't ever smell. And I know that smell like a dog. So when Mingo got bathed last week and when I was petting him, I got all this soft fluff. And I was like, God, what is this? It's like feels better than my cashmere sweater. And then I went like this and it started to make like yarn. And then my mother-in-law goes, oh yes, people make clothes from their dog's hair. And I'm like, what the
No. So here's another thing that contributes to your dog smelling. Here's just a tip. Okay. And this is true both for female dogs and male dogs, but particularly for male dogs.
Oh, interesting.
If they are unneutered, that is some serious funk. You can get rid of a lot of that funk just by getting them fixed.
Oh, Mingo's not fixed.
He's not fixed, and you don't have a bad case of dog funk?
Not at all. At all. He smells like my rose water.
All right. Apparently they're talking about
it. Kristen even said he actually does smell very nice.
There's something going on in the chat where they're talking about a knitting llama.
Martha Stewart spins her dog's hair. Shut up, Carol. Martha Stewart spins her dog hair. Ugh, don't get me started with Martha Stewart, but whatever. Hey, listen. I admire women and entrepreneurs and women in business, but I like women who support women, i.e., Francesca over here. You see this one right here? Support her. You know, Martha Stewart's people came to me and they said Martha wanted to sell the jewel tool because she loved how it's smooth and flattened and polished like shells. People who put them on, big picture frames, I don't know, whatever they do, all the crafty craft, okay? And she says that, but we would want you to change it to like that blue teal color, the Martha Stewart color. And I was like, no. Wait, what? And put her logo on it. And I'm like,
no. They wanted it branded for her.
And I was
it's like what KitchenAid does with the Pioneer Woman, where they make all of the KitchenAid appliances look like, it's got all the cute. Do you know who the Pioneer Woman is?
Yeah, she's that. Yeah. I know the Pioneer Woman. Yes.
So Kate points out that it's probably that Martha has someone else spin her dog's hair for her. It's unlikely that Martha actually spins it.
Oh, Kristen has met the Pioneer Woman. Yeah. So Kristen used to work for a really big, what do we call them? Like a food company. And they like distribute to Costco, Moss, everywhere. Okay. And so were they doing a line for her? They did a line for her. Yeah. They did a line. So Kristen got to meet her. Was she nice?
Wow.
She goes, Kristen. Yeah. So whatever. Whatever. The nerve of her. Hell no. Right, Kathy? I'm with you on this. That's exactly what I wanted to say.
Yep. Did you say, well, clearly you said no.
Oh, I said no. I said hell to the no, no.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So like when Sears wanted to pull some of that craftsman crap on my jewel tool. And so I told them, you know what, for the right quantity.
Is that a technical term, that craftsman crap? I'm trying to fix my hat. I screwed up my hat.
They're not around anymore, so I could say. So they wanted to, yes, it is a technical term. So craftsman, Sears craftsman.
Yeah.
They wanted, so the buyer was saying, Ani, we like that red. Duh, it's craftsman red. He's like, but we need to have the craftsman name on it. And I'm like, all right, because I know they're talking like big numbers. And he knew that I wouldn't play games. So he's like, how can we incorporate jewel tool with craftsman? That I can respect. That I can honor. Like, sure. Jewel tool for craftsman. You know what I mean? Like something like that. But not change the color and slap your name on it like you invented it, Martha.
Exactly right. Yeah, exactly right.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. My husband is texting me and wanting to know if I would like my dinner brought in.
Pardonnez-moi, Mademoiselle Francesca.
Do you want your dinner served when it's done? Type Y for yes, N for no.
What is he like? He's like those text messaging services. Confirm your appointment. Yes or no.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no because it would be rude for me to eat in front of you.
That's so lovely. That's lovely, Francesca. Nick is awesome. That's something Yara would do.
My husband is the best. Hey, everybody's digging the hat. I've never looked good in a hat. Y'all think I look good in a hat?
Francesca, the hat looks hot. Like really, really nice and on trend.
I think I look younger, I think.
You do. I think you do. It gives you a young little, like your little swag, You kind of got a little young look. However, I do like how it kind of like little lightly droops in.
Yeah.
I love that. It's not so your typical, you know what I mean? It's kind of like a little, it hangs a little. It adds a nice character, a nice look to it. I like that.
So Kate says, let me know when you want to spin live. I'm thinking we'll be in touch, girl. We would totally do that.
Oh my God. I so would love to see how you spin. That is cool.
That'd be super cool. Hey, I know what let's do. Hey, Kate, if you're still here, let's get drop spindles. Let's get drop spindles and we'll do drop spindle spinning, all of us together. Let's do that.
What the hell is that? I'm like.
Okay, Diana says, your hair is looking especially shiny tonight. So let me just say that my hair product arrived. What are you looking at, Ani?
I'm trying to think what the hell hair the spindles drop, whatever the thing
A drop spindle. A drop spindle is where you take the hunk of wool or whatever you have, and
or dog's hair.
Or dog's hair. And instead of having a big spinning wheel, you can spin. In fact, Kate just posted a thing recently. They think now that the Venus de Milo, whose arms are broken off, they think that what her arms may have been doing was spinning with a drop spindle.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, it's a way of...
Your arms fell off. No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
Sorry, I apologize. Yes, Yaro's showing me a picture. Didn't we see that? We saw her at the Louvre in Paris. Louvre.
Yes.
Yeah, we had to see her. I was like, oh wow.
Kathy says Ani's face looks like Francesca's when she talks about makeup. Huh? Oh, I'm dying. I think that's what we should do. I think we should have a drop spindle episode.
Oh God, Myra, you're on fire tonight. Myra, Yara, please post what Myra just said and wait till you laugh.
Well, Steve already posted a suggestion. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Steve said that too?
No. Steve said we need a spinning wheel attachment for the jewel tool.
Oh my God. Can you hook up a drop spindle to the jewel?
There you go.
Spinning wheel attachment. Oh God, let's see what you started. I don't even listen.
Make it happen, girl. I
need to YouTube this to understand and
make it happen.
Yeah. That time we did a spindle on the jewel tool to make it like a lathe, like so people who are doing like wax carvings, like you can use it. It turns into like a little lathe. I have a video of that somewhere. That's something I was looking at. I don't know. Is it the same kind of?
No, it's different. But
I made wire. Does that count?
No. Kate says channel your Armenian ancestors. They were all spinners.
They were.
I think we should make this happen. I may never take this.
I'm watching a YouTube video. How to spin on a drop spindle.
I may never take this hat off.
Honestly, Francesca, I leave the hat on.
It's cute, right?
I want a hat too.
I will make you one. I'm going to
make you one.
I'm going to make you one.
Yeah, make me a light color because anything black I put on my head.
You like this color? I have more of this yarn than we could match.
I like that yarn. Yeah. Because if I wear more black, then it looks like I have a bump of something on my head. So I try to wear like white hats, like I'm a cute little white bunny or something. But
I'm a hook you up.
Oh, Kristen, go get it. It's right here. Yeah, it's here. My hat. So I bought these hats. Wait till you see my
Bye,
hat.
Kate. Love you.
Where's Kate? Kate's going?
She's got to go.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, God.
It's cute. This is cute. I'm digging it.
Yeah. Okay, not only you have a hat. Okay, so I bought these before I went to, where'd we go? We went to London.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. Good Lord. Of course. Yours is fur, of course.
It's fake. It's not real fur. I would not do that.
Faux fur.
I don't condone that behavior.
Faux fur. Of course you do.
I'm in the Himalayas.
Where's my Sherpa?
Where's my Sherpa? Alcohol is kicking in.
Linda Davis wants to know if those are tribbles.
I have a black. So this is what I meant. So I have a black one, right?
Yeah.
So when I put the black one on my head, you'll see exactly what I mean. Do you see?
I think it looks cute, but I sort of see what you're saying.
Yeah, it like blends.
It sort of
like
blends in a little bit. It just looks like your head's a weird shape.
Yeah, we're gonna do the white.
That's
Oh
too
yeah.
funny.
Now I'm cool.
Mais oui, oui, oui.
Je m'appelle Annick. Comment ça va? Yaro says it's more Russian.
Yeah.
I am from Scandinavia. It sounded like an Indian. You know why I said it with an Indian accent? I've been watching Bollywood Wives on Netflix.
What? You've been watching what?
Bollywood Wives. And I love it when they get mad at their husbands. So Indian women, I know a lot of them because I work with them and they crack me up. I love them so much. But that culture can tell their husband, don't you tell me to do that. Because it's like freaking out right now. Listen, I was watching them all night last night. I love them. They're so
There is a show
intelligent.
on that. I have to think about what the name of it is, but there is a show on there about on Netflix about a matchmaker. Have you seen that one? The Indian matchmaker, where she's the American.
Oh, we saw the preview. Okay, so I saw the preview because I watched Bollywood Wives the night before.
Okay, I was so fascinated. I was so fascinated. So
Okay,
here are these American, born in America to Indian parents, and they are expected
to marry.
They are expected. We are gonna choose your spouse for you. And it was just kind of, I was like, what? They pay a matchmaker to come in, and it was just absolutely fascinating.
Oh my God, that's next on my list. That's a weekend. That's a weekend. I'll watch.
That's like a weekend binge. You watch that whole thing. It was absolutely fascinating.
I dig that. I'm telling you. You know, Armenians are also kind of weird about matchmaking. Not nowadays, but they still do kind of. So I kind of get that culture. So I'm not too. You and
Yarrow, an arranged thing.
Who?
You and your
Yarrow and me arranged? Yeah, more from like God arranged Yarrow and I meeting. Honest to God. No. Yarrow and I, how we met was I met him in Montreal, Canada. By chance.
Yeah.
By chance. I met him at a hotel that I was staying at, and I was like, ooh, who's this cute guy?
Oh, he's cute.
He's a cute one. Okay, take him home. No, I'm kidding. I didn't say that. He was really, you know what? Yarrow is the same, almost like the same guy I met, like, 14 years ago, 15 years ago, than I met, than he is now. Same sweet guy, kind. He helped me take my suitcase across the street to the convention because there was a big jewelry convention in town, and that's what I was there for. And let's just say,
was it love at first sight?
It was. I thought he was cute, and we hung out as friends because, after the show, there was a lot of people that said, "Oh, Ani, let's go for dinner. Let's go for dinner." And I was like, "I will kindly say I'm busy because it's a lot. I need to get away, and I would rather, to be honest with you, go and enjoy a quiet evening by myself. Sometimes when you have all that noise,
I know.
You need to just kind of take care of yourself. And so I was okay to do that until Yara says, you want to hang out with me and my friend? And I'm like, sure. All of a sudden I have all this energy. Woohoo! I'm
like Pepe Le Pew with the little hearts for eyes.
Yeah. I'm like, sure. So, so what happened was I was going to hang out with Yarrow and his friend because they were going to be in downtown Montreal. And then his friend, by the time Yarrow made it to Montreal, downtown Montreal, where I was, his friend called and said, bro, I can't make it.
Sure he did. Oh, sure. That's exactly. Sure he did. Nice going, Yarrow. That's the oldest trick in the book. No, there's going to be several people there. It's not a thing. It's going to be miraculously. Oh, something came up.
No, it sounds like I know. So
the oldest trick in the book.
Yarrow, you guys listen to this. So Yarrow back then drove a motorcycle. So he was like really cool and hot, rum, 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 rum. So he rode a motorcycle. And so he didn't know that the guy had called and said that he can't come because he had his helmet on and, his phone was in his pocket. He said, had he known, he says he might have turned back and not come. That's Yarrow. And I was like, wow, shy. I'm glad you had that helmet on.
Because he's shy. So my husband too. So when we were first dating, he very long story short, I had some jewelry of my grandmother's that needed to be repaired, and I was taking it around to jewelry stores for them to look at. And he was sitting on a bench outside one of them. We were in California, and I go in and I'm showing the guy the, whatever. And the next thing I know, Nick appears next to me, and he's got a hold of my elbow, and he says, "We have to go." And I said, "Is everything all right?" And he's like, "Everything's fine. We have to go." And I was like, "Okay." So I get up my stuff and we walk out. We get out through the door, and there's this woman, gorgeous. We're out in California. She's got legs up to here and beautiful golden skin and, cascading hair and the whole. My husband's kind of cute, right? And so we're walking out the door, and I see her. She's giving him the eyeball, and he is just about doing this. He is like walking out, and I go, "What was that about?" And he said to me, like genuinely outraged, "She just came up and sat down on the bench and started talking to me." Like he was like, "We're out."
You know what? That is so Yarrow. Honest to God. That is crazy.
It was so cute.
It's so cute. There's such chivalrous.
Yes.
Chivalrous.
Yarrow is saying that's your version of the story. We need.
No. He was very honest. He really. And so what's funny is I know his friend. We got to be very good friends. Of course, now my kids know him and everything. And so it is a legit story. But okay. I like the angle you went. That was fun. Took me there for a little. It was fun. But we hung out as friends. So that night, like we were all around Montreal and we had fun. But we were friends.
Now, how long before you got married?
It was like, I don't remember. Like 3 years after we met, 2 years? Something like that.
Wow.
Yarrow says 3 years.
There you go.
Yarrow gets so uncomfortable talking about this.
I know.
He's Nick like all like twisted and like.
Yeah. Nick is
like, what am I gonna reveal? Like, for God's sake.
Nick turns this color. He's like, I don't want to talk about that right now.
Yeah. No, it's honest to God. Like, and I'll tell you here. I'm gonna tell you something. This is how we were really friends. So here I am looking cute, and I have these cute little wedges on and a cute little outfit because, I get to go out in Montreal, it's cool. He goes, "Yeah, let's walk." And I'm like, walk? Remember, we were hanging out as friends. So I was like, okay. I'm like, how long are we going to freaking walk? We're walking and walking. And so by the time I had enough with the walking, we had walked through the whole night. And Montreal is very it's very French, very Paris, very Paris, like more like you. Yeah, it's beautiful. All the restaurants, the lounges, the clubs, they're open till like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. It's very European. So you can walk around, stop here for a coffee, stop here for a drink, stop there and dance. It's very fun. So on our way coming back,
so I'm like, you're saying fun, and I'm thinking that sounds exhausting. I'm like, I'll just meet you back here. You go have a good time.
Yeah, it was exhausting walking around in heels all over Montreal.
That sounds exhausting.
On our way coming back, and I'm like, oh hell no, we're gonna get a cab. And he's like, really, you want a cab? I'm like, yeah, I want a cab. Please stop. So that was our So we really were friends because if you want to try to impress a girl, you get a taxi. Yarrow goes, you don't make her walk everywhere. I'm like, Is this normal? Is this what they do here in Montreal? They walk? Like, I'm from Los Angeles. We don't walk.
I'm listening to that whole thing and I'm just like, I'll wait here until you guys come back.
But it was a lot of fun. Those are wonderful, fun memories. It's a good one. Francesca, true that. Myra agrees with you.
Yes,
sounds like downtown Epcot in Disney. Yes, it's very similar, but it's like the town and they all speak French. Bonjour, mademoiselle.
In Montreal.
Montreal. And Yara speaks French. She's like, oh, merci beaucoup. And I'm like,
so I took 3 years of French in high school.
And you did?
Okay, but here's the deal. It has ruined me for every other language because when I try to, like, I'm trying to learn to speak Spanish because my brother's kids, live in the Dominican Republic and they don't speak English. So I'm trying to learn how to speak Spanish. And what happens is that my brain defaults to my crappy French, which I haven't used in 45 years. And so I'll be like, comment allez-vous? I can't.
That was good. I'm like,
I can't figure it out.
That's hilarious. Yara speaks Spanish too.
Yeah, well, okay. That's because Montreal is a what do they call that? It's a metropolitan.
No, he lived in Cuba. That's a whole other story.
Cuba. Oh, I need to hear that story over a bourbon.
Yeah. Yara's like, oh, it's long. Yara doesn't like stories that involve him.
Nick, my husband doesn't either.
He's private. Kristen says he's private. Leave him alone.
See? So Nicole says Beans is jumping around right now saying, hola, adios, I know French. No, child, that's Spanish. Exactly. That's exactly. Beans, you got me, girl. That's what goes on in my head.
I love her. Oh my God, that's the best. That's the best. I love it. Now, when my pathetic Greek kicks in, Opa! I love
Opa!
Break a glass.
Here's the thing. When you say Opa, you can also be multilingual because that's also German. So there you go.
I'm going to tell my
Opa. That's Greek and German. You're covering all the bases.
They never told me that. My German people. Oh, I'm gonna tell them that tonight. Wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh God. Yeah. Kathy goes, let's have a sip and shine with Yara. We're trying. We want to get the guys on.
We want to get the guys on. I think we just make it happen. I think maybe we do a sneak attack.
Patty says she met her husband in a hot tub.
Patty Tingstad.
Patty,
what?
You spicy one, you?
Fussy.
My son-in-law.
Hear that story sometime.
I suck at Spanish. My daughter and her mother-in-law can't understand each other, so they drink wine together.
It's universal language, baby.
Bottoms up, baby.
It's the one thing about keto is that I can't.
That's so sweet.
I can't.
Oh my God, that's so sweet. Yes, Myra, I did go over to Windsor for lunch, dinner, shopping when I lived in Detroit. Not only did I go to Windsor for that, I went to Windsor. I want to say, this is interesting. Every weekend, my parents had tons of friends in Windsor, Armenians that were from Greece. So, Opa was and they would party, you guys, and drink. And us as kids, we would all play together. And we'd either come home that night or sleep over, depending on how drunk everyone got.
Right.
But we would always go to Windsor. I thought Windsor was a part of Michigan. We just cross over that bridge or go under the tunnel.
Was Uzo a part of those visits?
Huh?
Was Uzo a part of those visits?
Let me tell you. If you want good ouzo, I'll give you a recipe how to convert your vodka into delicious ouzo.
Really?
Yeah, because apparently ouzo that you buy has like sugar or some stuff in it that the real ouzo drinkers don't want. So these guys, my dad would make his own ouzo and then he would like have it with him. And then we'd go through the border and they're like, do you have anything? We're like, no. Oh, nothing.
Nothing, officer.
There's these 4 girls back here. I can't get rid of them.
Okay, so back in my college days, I had an unfortunate experience with ouzo. which has sort of prevented my ability to enjoy it ever again.
Oh
If you know what I'm saying.
no.
Yeah,
You know
it involved ouzo and Kool-Aid, that was probably the problem.
oh God. What? Honestly, what?
It's like
Yeah,
Mm.
now you can't. However, for those of you who have not enjoyed the beautiful benefits of ouzo, I'll tell you, there is some kind of happy liquid. I don't know what that stuff is, but I drank it when we were in Lebanon. Oh my God, you guys, you don't
Ouzo?
understand. It makes you laugh like you're high or something. It makes you make fun of people. You just laugh and you just look at each other and you just start laughing. It's a happy alcohol.
Ouzo?
Yeah. So I think that's why a lot of serious people like ouzo. It really takes your mood and makes it happier because everyone who drank it, no one was like depressed and angry. Everyone was happy. We were out by there's this beautiful area with rocks and we picnicked where the waterfall was coming down and you can go in the water and everyone was drinking ouzo and the place was pumping. Yeah. So ouzo's a happy liquid.
It's possible that there's because I really genuinely like licorice. Ouzo's the one with licorice, right? Because that's the one I'm talking about.
Black licorice.
Right? Yeah. So
and you like licorice.
I love licorice. I
absolutely know that about you.
Maybe it's been long enough and I wouldn't retch helplessly if I smelled ouzo.
Okay, I'm gonna summon my father to make us a batch.
Oh, girl. Okay,
it tastes different.
I need to come out to California and visit you.
Please come. You're more than welcome. I have plenty of room. Maybe I should have my dad make us, and I'll send you some by next week. And can you drink ouzo with the keto? You can't.
Not if there's sugar in it.
Oh no, there won't be sugar in it. If he makes it, that's a thing.
I don't know. See, here's the thing about keto.
Sabuka.
They tell you that if you're eating just like straight liquor or drinking like straight liquor, so like vodka, rum, bourbon, that kind of stuff, as long as it doesn't have anything else added into it, it does not have carbs. So it's an individual thing. It's whether you can tolerate it or not. Here's the danger is that once you get into ketosis, which is what happens when you're on keto, your body basically stops everything when it encounters alcohol and begins to metabolize that. And so it takes about this much for you to get completely trashed on your butt when you're on keto.
Really? If my mother-in-law says, yes, sure, this is right. Yeah. So that I say, do it.
Okay. Here's the thing. I think I'm going to like your mother-in-law because she agrees with everything I say.
She does. She is. She watches our shows. She just loves it. And she says she's a huge cheerleader for us because she feels as though what we do takes people, gets them thinking, lighthearted, fun, and she says she enjoys that. So even if she's not feeling happy or whatever, she'll watch our shows and it'll lift her spirits. Yeah.
I love that. And that's the whole point. Can I just say that I love the fact that your families are so close. Does she live with you?
So she is from Montreal, Canada. So she's visiting us since Christmas. So she was here during the whole quarantine of last year. She was here until July. So she was here from February to July, left back, and then came on Christmas.
Yay.
And so she's been here with us, and we don't want to send her back into that cold and snow.
Yeah, don't do that. So if I come to visit you, we have to make sure she's there.
Oh my God, you would love her. She's I love her.
Because really, I would love to meet her.
Yeah. I've got the best mother-in-law. Best. I don't even want to call her mother-in-law. It sounds so I don't even know that name.
Yeah.
Mother-in-love, she says. Mother-in-love.
Mother-in-love. That's right. I love that.
I'm lucky. Yeah, her boyfriend's mom. I don't know about that one. Oh, sorry, Kristen. You can borrow Edina.
She might be able to hear you. Shh.
Huh?
She might be able to hear you.
Oh, we don't care. No, we don't care. I'm like, we don't care. Hold on.
Sahar is saying, let's take Francesca to Rafi's. What's Rafi's?
Yes, we will. Right, Sahar? We will. So Rafi's place is a amazing Armenian / Persian, because they're Armenian Persia restaurant, like 20 minutes from where I am right now. And it's delicious. Delicious. But I think they're open now, Sahar, because you know how they have the outdoor seating. So maybe we can, I'd love to. I'll take her to Rafi's place and Carousel, 2 different Armenian restaurants.
Mary Lou and I need a good road trip, so we need to do that.
Yeah, I took my Home Depot guys to Carousel one night when they were trying to woo me. Long story. Yeah. But when I went to Carousel, that's an Armenian restaurant. Well, it so happens to be Kim Kardashian's favorite Armenian restaurant. And that day she was filming a scene. So they got to see Kim Kardashian being filmed and blah, blah, blah. And then I wanted to take a picture for them of her. And their bodyguard came over and said,
you can't do that.
I'm like, I go, okay, I'll delete that. Whatever. I'm like, I know the owner of this restaurant. I don't care about you.
Okay, they're saying you kind of glossed over the hair compliment. So,
okay, yes. So she was using the wow. I want to hear this too.
Okay. All right. Y'all have seen my hair where it does that weird thing where it sticks out and I look like I have clown head and it's just awful. And I was telling Ani, I'm getting ready to like cut my hair super short. I just can't deal anymore. And she's like, don't do it. Don't do it. I keep seeing these ads on Facebook for this wow transformation thing. And so I said to her, because she knows everything beauty. And I said, is this thing any good? She goes, it's awesome. So I ordered the whole glossy thing. So the first thing I ordered, which I have not used yet, it's a demineralizer specifically for hair like mine, gray hair or blonde hair that like we have very hard water here. So I've got like these yellow sort of ends. I have not used that yet, but they also have this wow transformation stuff. And you just put a little bit on and you rub it on your dry hair. And then you like just brush it under tension. And I'm telling you guys, this is day 3.
Looks good.
My scalp is a little oily. I'll have to figure that out. But I'm telling you guys, this is no flyaways. I didn't do a very good job, like right up here. But this is like, I'm kind of impressed. It really does look good. It smells good.
It looks sleek and smooth, and it has a nice shine to it.
But it has body. It didn't. Carrie's asking, did it flatten your hair? So the other thing I bought, they have a thing. It's supposed to be like a stand-in for keratin treatments, the Brazilian keratin treatments. And so that you put on wet hair and then you blow it dry like super straight. And that's supposed to last for 4 or 5 shampoos or something like that. So we're going to try that, but this as an option is pretty impressive. I have to say.
That's very nice. Francesca, it looks so good. But did you use that frizz thing that I told you?
That's what this is.
That's what that is. Okay.
It smells amazing. It smells really good. It feels really good.
Yeah.
I just think maybe I used a little bit too much of it up near the roots. So
I'm going to ask my daughters use it. My daughters use it and swear by it, because when you said, Ani, I need something for frizz, I go, please hold. And I go, what do you kids use for frizz? And then they're like, Mom, this one's the best. Tell Francesca, nothing else. So I'm like, okay.
Hey, my friend Kelly from Elle is here. She says, I love a good hat. You look great. Thank you, sweetheart. Kelly. Okay.
Hi, Kelly.
I love Kelly so much. I love her so much. She lives in the mountains in Colorado, and she came to our retreat last year, and she had to ride a snowmobile 20 minutes down the side of the mountain in a snowstorm to get to her truck to get to the airport to fly in. And she's one of the cool kids. She's got a hat and she's got the jacket and she travels everywhere with a backpack. She's adorable. So that's quite the compliment. Thank you, my dear.
Wow, Kelly. That sounds lovely. Yep.
I love that. So I'm thinking I'm going to keep the hat.
Yeah, no, I like the hat. Keep the hat.
Well, maybe I need more of them.
I guess you didn't like my hat.
I love your hat.
Whatever. Okay. I'll live. I'm just joking. Relax.
Oh. Diana says, I have some of that keratin spray and my hair feels amazing when I use it. Awesome. That's good to know.
I use this spray.
Yeah.
This is my.
Let me guess. It's rose water. It's
this
rose
is
water.
the rose water.
Yeah. Is that on? I want to know if that's on the website yet.
Yes, it is.
Did you spray that in your mouth?
It's food grade. Hello, I can spray it in my eyes. I actually have it in my drink.
Why?
You think I'm joking? It really is delicious. It gives you that little hint. I was telling Kristen, like you can put it in anything, and it gives you that.
No, that's like perfume. It smells like perfume. What do
No,
you?
no. So real rose water is very. It's not perfume. Like so, Kristen doesn't like it's aromatic. It's like it's floral, but it's natural. So it smells like you're walking through a garden, of roses.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to drink that. That doesn't sound good to drink.
If you eat baklava, this is the flavor you're tasting.
Really?
It's good. Yeah. So they put rose water in the sugar syrup for baklava, and that's what gives you that flavor that you don't know what it is, but you like it. That's exactly what I'm tasting.
Okay.
And it just gives you such a nice like you don't understand. Right now under these lights, ooh, I love it. I swear. I've been
sprayed yourself in the face.
Oh, it's just heavenly. So I use this. This is what I use like after I wash my face as a toner. And sometimes when my eyes are like kind of puffy or they're like, I don't know, just you wake up and they're a little red, I'll like spray this in my eyes. And it's because it's anti-inflammatory. It works beautifully.
No. So here's what would happen is that I would go to spray myself in the face.
There's different grades of rose water. I just want you guys to know this is food grade, and it's like the most purest, I guess, because it's food grade, but it's just good. Like to the point where my dad even has this in his bathroom. True story.
Your dad has it in his bathroom.
My dad has it in his. Sorry. I hate you guys all. All of you are all like, what does that mean? What it means is my father uses it when his eyes get irritated when he wakes up, because sometimes his. Shut up, Yarrow. Okay. Let me put on the. Okay. This is not fun. Okay, there's one person drinking here. It is called, what is it called here? Where is this?
I'm drinking. It's just not alcoholic.
Sip. I'm sipping and I'm shining. So my dad has dry eyes, like, his tears.
Yeah.
So sometimes when he wakes up, they're very like, they're itchy and like, they just are like not comfortable. And he says he just like, put these little rose water and his eyes are like brand new. He like loves it. So that I'm not joking. My dad actually uses this every day.
Awesome. Well,
yeah. So thank you for clarifying. Okay, relax.
Here's what would happen is that I would go to spray myself in the face and I would forget. I'd get stuff all over my glasses and then I'd need like those little windshield wipers.
It's a fine mist. Fine mist. Let's watch. Oh, it's so good. I put it everywhere. It's so like it's okay. So the smell, it kind of leaves you. So when you get it first, it's like it's like you're walking through a garden of. I don't know how to explain it. It's not perfume because Kristen over there can't do perfume. She can't do the smell. She like sneezes. All sorts of bad things happen.
Right.
And so before we went on air, I go, I want my rose water spray because I've been spraying it a lot while they're here. They just came in. And then Kristen goes, spray me. And so before we went live,
I'm gonna go look right now. Is the rose water is actually on the Jewel Tool site? I'm looking.
The rose water is on the Jewel Tool site. You guys, comes in a cute little baggie and it's available. I was waiting for them to arrive. You guys, I ordered them from the manufacturer. So yeah, we have it. Yara will put the link. But yeah, they're lovely.
That's awesome. Use my link.
What is it? It's Francesca.
Makery.link/jewel tool.
Okay, he can hear that. Yeah, use her. Yeah, that's right. What brand is the rose water? Oh, I don't know. I'll send it to you, Myra. I don't really know off the top of my head, but it's from the Middle East. It's the good stuff. It's not the fake stuff. No, a lot of people, like a lot of the rose waters I was reading, I was looking into it. I, they throw some other stuff in there or they dilute it, and that's what the rose water manufacturer told me. He's like, Ani, nobody's gonna get this rose water, and I'm like, but they sell rose water. He goes, yes, but they dilute it. This is real fresh rose water. I'm like, okay. And he goes, you can eat it. And I'm like, yeah, I know, it's food grade. I eat it all the time. Yes. Oh, thank you, Yara. Yara posted
so they're asking me to say what am I actually using. Let me just look up the actual name.
Oh, here, I have it too. I sent it to you.
It's Color Wow.
Yes, Color Wow.
And
it's Color Wow. Yeah, I actually use that.
Yeah, it's Color Wow, and it's the crap. Hold on. It's the
here it is. It's the which one is it?
They've got all these weird names and I don't know. Oh, is it the 1 minute transformation? Yes, it's the 1 minute transformation.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
It's I got to tell you honestly, I was pretty impressed.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Listen, in the world of,
and look, I mean, I'm serious. This was on Dirty Hair. I mean, I just kind of was playing with it. So I put a little bit on here and I brushed it out last night and
yeah, I'm telling you, it looks good.
Looks good, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, my daughters love it. Like, love it. I don't spend much time on my hair. No one's saying that my hair's shiny. My kids take everything. Gosh darn it. I work and I spend money on things. No, I'm kidding. I'll just eat my bundt cake. You can have all the shiny hair you want in the world. I'll take the bundt cake.
I'm going to eat the lemon poppy bundt cake. I'm so jealous.
It smells so good. Okay. So, let's just say that. So last week we did the airbrush. And so all your airbrushes are set to be shipped. They put them all together. FYI.
Mine too?
Is in the house. Rose water is in the house.
Oh, I need to add that to can you add that to my order, please?
Yeah. So we got that. And then what else? What else do we have?
Spackle.
Spackle. Oh, the spackle. To the point where Kristen's taking a spackle and the serum to her mom because her mom says, I want it.
That stuff is amazing. I've got to be honest with you. That stuff is absolutely amazing.
Do you like it? I love it.
I freaking love it.
Yeah, it just moisturizes and tightens. I mean, what can you ask for anything more?
I'm not even kidding. So like, this is who is I? It was Sahar. I had a little email exchange with Sahar, and I said, I can't believe here I am, almost 60, and I've become a little obsessed with skincare and hair products, and I don't like. I've never been ever, but here's the deal. Using this, so I used this.
Yes.
And then I put some serum on.
Yes.
And then I put some spackle on.
Yes.
And then I put my makeup on, and I looked like I was ready for the runway, girlfriend. Let me just tell you.
But believe it or not, it's that easy. I think there's a lot out there. You can just complicate things. I try to keep it simple. You know what I mean? There's a time and a place where, you use something extra moisturizer if you're feeling dry or if you're in a really dry climate. I get it. I'm all about that. But I like fast. I got to get it done fast.
All right. I have to ask you a question. Do you have something on your neck? Is there something on your neck, or am I just seeing things? Yes.
So earlier, you guys,
you have another
down a lot. I don't like to get wrinkles here. So I had to do something where it involved a lot of this. And, a lot of this and a lot of this causes a lot of these lines. And so I am wearing one of my I don't know what you call these, like my neck wrinkle smoother. It's like
Is this
so
duct tape?
soft.
Is this is
Yeah,
this
hold on.
duct tape?
Yeah, so I sleep with this. So my secret revealed. I sleep with this and it won't flap around off because I created this is my own invention. Great. Someone's going to watch this and then make and look at how smooth my neck is now.
You got to get in closer. Get in closer, Yara.
I'm scared.
Wow.
I have no makeup on my neck. I'm so scared. Do I have hair?
No, it looks beautiful.
Oh yeah. Oh, it does look good. Yeah.
Is that like those things that he laser cuts for you for your head?
Yes. It's the one, but it's like it's a medical grade silicone, and they're super soft and smooth. And because I don't like the sides, that's a problem where the sides flap open. You're like leaning, or if I'm doing, oh, sorry, like the sides will, like you got it on, and sometimes the sides flap open when you're sleeping or when you're just working a lot down. So I devised this little system where it's got a hook and you just, it's like elastic. Like Yarrow calls it a bra strap. It's not a bra strap, Yarrow. Hold on. I think this will hold my boobs. There's a lot. No, it's got a
it's
lot
like a bra strap for your neck
because it's got to be comfortable to sleep in. So I actually will sleep in this. Sleep with. So that's all it takes.
Does it have stuff on it?
Yeah. So it's got. So what it does, it moisturizes your skin, you guys, while it like I tell you guys, it keeps the moisture in and it smooths out the wrinkle. And so do you guys see how it won't flip open? You guys see that? There.
Yep.
So because that's the problem, and no one has fixed this except me. Of course, I have to. And this way I can work, I could be on my phone all the time, and I don't get those lines. It protects it and it smooths it.
Do you wear that all the time?
I wear this pretty much every night.
Okay, but you don't wear it while you're working.
I do when I had to write a lot of stuff down and involve this. And I don't want to be like this all the time. Like, look, like, could you imagine? It like prevents it and it keeps it smooth and it's so soft and comfy. Yeah, whenever you're leaning or if you're working on jewelry and you're always going like this.
That's very attractive.
Did I send you one, Francesca?
No.
I didn't. We have these on our website. No, I haven't shown these.
No, you don't have that on the website. You've got the crown.
Oh, I have the crown. Oh my God, I have a bunch of these. Oh, we should put this on our website. I will. Hang in there, guys. And use the makery.arts.
Makery.link/jewel tool.
Yes. Use that link to get. Oh, I'll put them up. Oh, I have a lot of them. I have like 20. Yeah. They're lovely. And they come with this. They come with the
Allison. Allison says, that's a new use for that roll of nanotape I have. Yeah, just do the whole duct tape thing. Just that's the DIY version. Just
hold on. I have some of that nanotape. Give it to me. That was the best. That is the best. No, it's so, and it's what's great is, by the way, there's like you could use this like 30 times. All you do is like when you rip it off, like some of your dead skin cells come off. And you just rinse it with water and like mild soap and then let it dry and it works back again. It's lovely. See, look, it'll come off. But like, look, no lines. Where am I?
That's really beautiful, actually.
Yeah, if not, there's usually lines. And I'll be honest with you guys. I do my best at putting on moisturizer or whatever, but I'll just take my serum and go like that. That's it. But they always say, don't forget about your decollete. And I have one for my chest too.
Of course you do.
Yeah, Karen Novak. I actually took the pictures. I swear, Yarrow, I think I have it ready, but I haven't gone live. But
Karen
I have it on.
Karen says it's on the website, but not under beauty pics. So what's that called?
I don't know. Yarrow, she says she found it on the website. I swear, I think I posted it. Oh, but it's not under the beauty page. You sure, Kristen, it's not up? We're so
Bonnie's
funny.
Neck Smooth Patch. There it is.
Oh, she found it. I told you I posted it.
It's not under the beauty pics. Interesting.
Yara's so confused. I'm telling you, I swear I thought I posted it. So, you guys, last weekend, Yara was away and he had to take care of stuff. So I was home alone and I was like, I can do that. I can put stuff on my website. Sure.
You screwed it up.
Apparently I did. Yara's saying all sorts of mean things right now to me.
Oh my goodness.
Yara says there's no skew. There's nothing. Nothing. Sorry.
Myra says you need a larger size of that neck patch. That won't fit me. I think I'm in the same boat, Myra. I need an extra large.
So no. You guys, it's so the whole idea is it's wide. Look, okay. So it's not about the fitting. It's once it goes on, you got to make sure it doesn't flap open. So it fits. So you're not supposed to get it's not going to be like a turtleneck, for crying out loud, but it's not supposed to go around the whole neck. The whole idea is just to cover like the front lines. And that's what it does. I mean, is your neck longer than this?
Maybe wider around.
Oh, it's wider. Yeah. Okay. So you know what I do, you guys? I have the chest one. And then I'll take these and I'll put the chest one up a little higher if I'm really wanting. But it's hard. The bigger ones are not comfortable to sleep in. I'll just tell you that. Oh, and look at Francesca with her French.
I'm absolutely freezing. It is so flipping cold here.
Really? Oh, yes. I had it up on the website. Man, you guys are good.
Kathy wants to know if we have a whole body patch. Is there a whole body patch?
You know who's laughing? Irina's laughing. She's like, yes, I want one.
I want one.
Like, honey, figure that out.
Steve is pointing out that you have not mentioned the charcoal pills. What is up with the charcoal pills?
Oh, Steve. See, that's another. So the charcoal pills, since Steve and I ate so much at the sushi place, we kind of got a little so I said, no problem.
I can't believe I ate the whole thing. So, remember that commercial?
It's true. A whole thing. So I had charcoal in my purse and I said, no problem, Steve. Have a charcoal. And charcoal is very natural. Everyone who knows this, who knows charcoal, very natural. But what it does is absorbs the acids and toxins in your belly. And then all of our pain went away. We're like, yay, and more sushi. So has anyone ever taken charcoal for like for example, Jolie drank water when we were on our walk from my neighbor's planter, and it had green algae in the planter. Oh yeah. And I read green algae, it could be really bad for dogs. And they said if you take it to the vet will probably give your dog charcoal. And I'm like, I have charcoal. Let me give Jolie charcoal. So I gave Jolie charcoal. And sometimes if she has an upset stomach, I'll give Jolie charcoal because it's very natural. Activated charcoal is what it's called. So
is this something I need to add?
Hi, darling. Yes. And then what else? Oh, so they actually give the first thing. This is a fun fact, you guys. If someone goes to the ER with an overdose, that's the first thing they give you is activated charcoal to remove the toxins out of your body. Yeah. So, it's funny. Yara will take charcoal if he thinks something went bad and he already ate it. That's a saving grace. No problem. I'll take charcoal.
Does the charcoal I don't understand how this works. Is it absorbing things?
Yes,
or is it?
Yeah, it's a huge absorber. It even absorbs apparently odor and stuff, but it absorbs the acid, it absorbs toxins, it absorbs bad things. It's lovely. Yeah, we take it. I took it yesterday. You know why? My daughter and her boyfriend went to buy, I don't know if you guys have it, at the Asian beverage places, we get taro tea and with tapioca with the balls of boba. Do you know
Yeah,
what
like
boba is?
the
The
little
little
boba.
balls.
Yeah. That's
So
like tapioca or something.
yeah. So my daughter and I drank like it was like a tub, like this big. I'm sucking, and the straw is huge to suck those balls in, and we were drinking that like at 9:30 at night.
Ugh.
Next thing you know, we're like, and I'm like, God, that was a lot of milk, and there's a lot of thing. And she's like, yeah, Mom, I don't feel good either. And I'm like, charcoal. So I took charcoal, and we were back at it. You good as new.
And how quickly does it act?
Fast within 5-10 minutes, very fast.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like black. It's literally black. However, the charcoal I use more than anything is a charcoal that I bought overseas. So I bought tons of charcoal from Armenia and Italy. They thought I was nuts. Like, why is this lady buying our entire stock of charcoal? And I'm like, because we don't have that in America. They don't give us like the real charcoal.
They do. They have it now. I've seen it. I just never knew what it was for.
Yeah, but it's the capsules. I guess those work good. I don't know.
The capsules.
Yeah. So, yes, bubble tea, Allison. Yes, bubble tea. Suck those balls in. That's right, Teresa. Oh my God.
There's a joke in there somewhere, Teresa.
There's a joke in there somewhere. Charcoal's supposed to make your teeth white. Strawberries too low. Yes, I've heard charcoal will make your teeth white.
That I've heard too. Yes,
yeah,
that
I've heard that too. Yeah. But man, when those tapiocas make it through that straw, you have no choice but to chew on that thing. And I'm like, God, that's a lot of tapiocas we're eating, man. It just kept slipping. And you're like, okay, got to chew that.
I love tapioca pudding. Tapioca pudding is one of my very favorite things.
Yes, the Cozy Shack is my favorite too. Yeah. So anyways, okay, so these are up. We're happy. Everyone's happy. Let me do this so I feel better. Oh, okay. I'm very happy right now. I'm going to go home. I got my rose water. I got 2 of these. God, Heidi, she sent 2. For all of you guys
That's
don't
awesome.
know, Heidi sent me 2 of these from the Boston coffee.
2 of those boxes?
2. Look, there's 2. Hold on.
That's
2, no, not 2 of these boxes. 2 of the clear boxes. Like it came in a pack.
So that lemon poppy seed is like one of my very favorite things.
I know.
So think of me when I'm going to live vicariously through you.
Francesca, it has a nice little sour
delicious.
note to it, but not too much.
Yeah.
And not too sweet.
Yeah.
Just the right amount of sweetness, just to get that sweet craving down.
Yeah.
And it's so moist and consistent, So thank you, Heidi.
I hate you a lot right this minute.
And that in the white frosting is just melted in my mouth. I don't.
Yeah.
I love you, Francesca.
I love you too.
I know one day when you're off keto, we're gonna enjoy this together. However,
listen, the deal is I have a lot of weight to lose.
Listen,
I have like 150 pounds to lose. No. I have a lot of weight to lose.
Francesca, today you lost 6 pounds so far. Okay.
Yes. And
so let's look forward.
My point is that I have to take the long view. My little app, when you plug in what the goals are, right? It tells me that I should be able to reach my goal weight by next fall, not this coming fall, but the following year. It's going to take me a while.
But that's healthy. You can't do things,
right.
People who lose weight fast, guess what?
I know it. Nicole Richie is saying, no, you don't, Francesca. And I'm saying, yes, I do. If I told you how much I weighed, you would not believe it.
Well, you know what? You look wonderful and you feel good. That's what's the most important thing, more than anything, you guys. Feeling good about yourself. Now, Francesca wanted to pivot, and I commend you, and you're inspiring to pivot and to make this change, because it is a commitment, and I commend you, really.
I'd like to be down. I would like to be down, knock on wood. If I could be down like 75 pounds by my birthday, that would be a huge accomplishment.
Wow. Well, You did it. You did keto once, and the pounds just flew off you. Slowly but surely they came.
Yep.
So you're capable of it, and you will do it again.
Yep.
Honestly, yeah.
We're going to have a big celebration. My 60th birthday, September 2nd this year. I'm thinking we should have like a virtual celebration, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm down. I will plan it. Oh, girlfriend,
maybe I should even come out to California.
Oh my God, I would go bonkers if you came out. Oh my God, I hope. Oh, Francesca, it would be such a fun time. Oh my goodness, we would document our whole adventure.
I don't know how much evidence we want about the.
You know what? We've already gone so far to the point where my husband goes,
So seriously, I think I've told you this before, right? I had somebody say to me, I have some questions about this thing you're doing with Ani. I'm not sure it's on brand for you. And I was like, you know what? My entire life is not about a brand. In fact, there's nothing about my life that's about a brand. Seriously. So
I'm with you.
We can just go document.
Nothing defines you. You are Francesca. And whoever's out there, I look at Myra. Myra, and there's nothing defines Myra. Myra was created unique. You were created unique.
Yep.
So you were not created with a stamp branded of your brand on your forehead.
Or the jewelry instructor.
Yeah. Jewel tool is not on my forehead. It's not branded on my ass. It's not anywhere. I am Ani first.
It's not? You're not? Are you not? You don't have a logo somewhere?
No,
tattoo?
No tattoos, no nothing. I can't find nothing that on me. It's funny. Does God call you Jewel tool?
Yeah.
Francesca. Ani.
No. So the deal is that this is the real deal. Everywhere you see me, this is the thing, is that I have decided pretty much that I'm going to live my life as an integrated individual, meaning that what you see here and what you see in my studio and what you see when I'm teaching in the classroom, all the same. Like I'm not editing myself anywhere I go anymore because you know why? Because I'm almost 60 and life is too short. So what you see is what you get.
I feel so free, and
right.
If someone doesn't like it, guess what? Clank.
Bye now.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
But you have to be genuinely you. You have to be true to who you are. You can't live your life worrying about what other people. I know you hear this. You heard a million people say, but think about it. If you just remove those barriers, I want to say almost bondage. It
is bondage.
It is bondage.
When you start getting really wrapped up in what other people are thinking about you and what other people are, last week I went through and just unfriended a bunch of people. I really did. I went through and unfriended a bunch of people. I was like, you know what? If that's you, that is completely fine. But I just don't need to have that energy in my life. I just don't.
I agree. So Jolie is attacking the other fur hat.
What did you do? Oh, wait a minute. We need to. Okay, I have to show you this because this is absolutely.
Sorry. Okay,
go
ahead.
Did you all see? Let me see if I could. I have to find it. Okay. If you want to see the whole thing, which is absolutely freaking worth it. This is a true story. This happened this week in Texas, and it is every person's nightmare in the age of Zoom. This attorney shows up for a virtual hearing in Texas, and somebody had been using his computer before him, and there was a filter. Can you see that? There was a filter installed on his computer, and he's in this Zoom meeting with a judge with a cat filter on his face.
So do you see the cat at the bottom corner of the screen? Okay.
Yeah.
That is a filter. So the guy is freaking out and his eyes are moving. And it's so funny.
I
don't know. How do I take this off? I don't know. And the judge is
the judge is like, I think you have a filter. And he says, I know my assistant is here. We're trying to figure out how to turn it off. I'm ready to proceed. I'm here live. I'm not a cat, he says.
I love that. When she sent that to me one night.
I could not stop laughing. It was the funniest thing. And this side-eye moment.
The side-eye killed me. The side-eye was the best. He's like,
this is him realizing, oh shit, how do I turn this off? This is him.
Yeah, because it could go south with a judge. You don't pull that crap with the judge sitting in.
And the funny thing is, this guy, this is so Texas. This guy sitting back in his chair,
like
watching all this and laughing, just
going, like, I'm not a part of this. That guy's going down.
Honestly, it's just too funny. It is just too funny. Somebody's asking about my puppies. Let me go see if I can get my puppies. Hold on one second. Come here, babies. Come here. Come see Mama. Hi. Do you want to see the peoples? Do you want to see the peoples? Come, can you sit?
I can't wait. Jolie, I swear, attack this thing. She thought it was an animal.
Sit. Look. Okay, let me just see.
Look at me.
There's Toby. Hi, Toby.
Adorable.
Bella, come here. Bella, come here. There's a Bella watching.
The little one, and that's Toby.
Toby is the big one. And he loves his mama.
Of course.
He is absolutely. Yeah. They're my babies, and they are so freaking happy when we're home during the day. They just are like,
we understand this. I know. I get the same with Jolie. Jolie's like, now.
I'm sorry. Look at this. Sit. Look at this face. He's so handsome. Isn't he handsome?
Yeah. He's got a beautiful soul. You could tell he's a sweetheart.
Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? When I talk to him, he tilts his head like that because do you want to know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love when they tilt their head. They're like, did you talk to them? And they're like.
He really does. Here's the other thing. So whatever, we've already talked about, I struggle with depression and anxiety and all that stuff. When I'm having a bad day or when I'm having a bad fibro day and I'm really hurting, that dog never leaves my side. He is like sometimes he'll come up when he really knows that I'm not okay. He'll come up and he'll sit next to me on the couch and he'll just do this thing where he's just like looking at me. Yeah, like he just knows. They
know when you're sad. They know when you're in pain. They know. He's very keyed into me. Yeah, he's super keyed into me. So. I love them. Whoever doesn't have an animal, a dog, please get one. Go rescue one. There's tons of them at shelters.
Oh, he was a rescue. He was my daughter had roommates who had gotten this puppy for their son who was too young to take care of it. And this dog lived out on a deck for 3 years, chained up out on a deck for 3 years. And then they were like, we're going to get rid of him. And they were going to put an ad on Craigslist and just let him go free. And my daughter was frantic because here, I hate to say this, like, I don't mean to upset people, but here, what happens to dogs like Toby is that they're used as bait dogs in dog fighting. And dog fighting is a thing here.
There's a thing here too. Mingo was a bait dog.
Is that right? That's awful. That's just awful.
Yeah. So
she was frantic. My daughter called me and she's like, they're giving this, they're going to put an ad in Craigslist. And I'm like, Danica, we just don't need a dog, especially not a big dog. And she begged and she sent me pictures. And Nick and I were like, well, he's kind of cute. And he's just been the best. We're so glad we did it. He's just been the best dog.
You could tell he's so happy. He looks at you with such adoring eyes, like, Mama, that's my mama. I love it. He
genuinely loves me. So how did you get Mingo?
So Mingo found pretty much my son. So my son was out with his friends and he was, Mingo pretty much escaped from where he was. Like, it's not, well, hold on. No. So he was outside on the street with his friends. And there comes Mingo, battered, bloody.
Aww.
Pretty much saw my son and collapsed on our driveway.
Oh, no.
And I'm like in bed sleeping. This was like at midnight. And my son comes in and goes, Mom, you have to come out. There's a German Shepherd out there. And he's just like collapsed. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Is this happening right now at 12 o'clock midnight? So I got up and I'm like, oh my God, we got to bring him inside. So we brought him inside and put him on a soft bed. And I didn't know anything about him. So I had him in my garage, and all the water was all bloody because he had cuts. He had puncture wounds. He was just a disaster.
Guy.
Yeah. So they even ground his front teeth down.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
I want to hurt. I mean, I tell you, I want to hurt people like that. I just don't understand that at all.
I don't understand that either. So, nonetheless,
dogs and kids. If you hurt dogs and if you hurt kids, if you hurt animals and children,
yeah,
I'm gonna hurt you back.
Yes. So I quickly reached out to all my rescue networks because if you follow me on Annie Jolie, you know that I'm tied in with a lot. I help a lot. Yeah. And I go, you guys, what do I do? And they're like, whoever comes out of the forefront wanting him, you don't. We will report them. We will do everything. We will have your back, honey. And I'm like, what is happening? And I'll never forget when he was when we nursed him back to health and he started to gain weight because he was very skinny too, by the way, very neglected, super bony. When he started to feel better, that week he came and looked at me, and I could swear he was saying, can I please stay? Can I please stay? Aww. And I told him, listen, if your real mommy comes looking for you and they're good, you have to go back to your real mommy. But if they're not good, I will fight for you. I swear, I'm talking to a German Shepherd. And I swear till this day, he looks at me like, thanks for keeping me, Mom. I love it here. He loved it. So yeah, it was a long story. I'll get into that later, but it was a fight to keep him because
was it a fight to keep him?
Money off of dogs don't want to give him up so fast.
So they came back for him. Yeah, all right. So you'll have to tell me.
There was an issue, and it was bad. So for the most part, he's well taken care of, but I have documented proof of the abuse that he incurred. They even shaved his hair in the back. For what weird reason you would shave a bald spot on a German Shepherd?
So they can get to the
and he had puncture wounds.
They do that so that they can grab hold. That's why they do that.
Wait, what?
They shave this, so the fur is a protection against. So they do that so that the fight dogs can grab hold.
Oh my goodness, no one knew this until now. Oh my goodness, really, Francesca?
Yep. So, it happens all the time here.
Yeah, so they all came to my support and told me.
I can't even tell you how angry this shit makes me. I tell you.
So when you see Mingo, just know that for the first couple years of his life, it was pretty bad.
Yeah,
he's a fighter, guys. He escaped and didn't look back. He totally landed a really nice. So when
this one,
nobody. It's nobody. Look at the love. Look at the little pudginess.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, they're good. I love them. And so that's why when Mingo goes outside, he says, I'm going back inside.
Yeah.
He knows the good thing. And they're just the most he's so appreciative.
Diana says the elderly too. Yeah. There's just don't be a dick. That's
the elderly too. I have a soft spot for dogs, children, and the elderly.
Me too. That's me all over. Okay.
So Yarrow says Jolie's hungry. We gotta go. Okay. Love you guys all. Love you.
My dinner's ready. My dinner. I love you too so much. Can I just tell you how much I look forward to this now? This is like a bright spot. And I was telling somebody. I'm actually reading all the comments, you guys. All of you, just so you guys know, we glance at them and it makes me feel so good. So don't think like I don't look at your comments. I read them when I look over there, I could see the comments. So every time I look there, know that I'm reading that. Myra's Pomeranians, Kathy's babies are rescues. All of those, I've read them all. Right, Francesca? I love that. I love it.
Yeah, and
I have to say, I have some seriously cool stuff coming up. I can't wait for some of the announcements that are coming up. I'm super excited that this year, as difficult as it's been, You and I would not have done this. We would not have gone down this road if things hadn't gone bananas last year.
Yeah,
You just would
it's
not.
so true. You got to look, there's good and bad that came out of all of this, but we are still plowing forward.
Right.
You take that lawnmower and you plow forward. You don't
Yep.
look back. You keep going forward.
Yep.
Or your snowblower.
Or your snowblower, or your plow, or whatever it is.
Wow, that's what I meant. Plow, whatever. You
Yeah.
just don't look back. You can't look back, you guys. So if you take back and take anything away from us today, besides the
crazy hats, the crazy
everything, is move forward, you guys. Don't look back. Yesterday was over. Move forward. Tomorrow's a new day. Enjoy it. And don't worry about what other people think.
We started out this episode. What are we calling this? Is this a show? I think it's a show. This episode, we started out talking about sort of, emotional and physical health. Sort of, we talked about sort of beauty regimens and all that stuff, but emotional and physical health. And Nicole, my heart is going out to you, thinking about sort of the weight of grief and the weight of just how horrible last year was. And the thing that I would say
for everyone
has helped me navigate it is to just say, listen, I'm feeling what I'm actually feeling, and that's okay. And I can feel that, and I can own that, and I can rest in that. There is not one thing I can do about the stuff that went before. There is not one thing. No, you're fine. Stop. And so, to the best of your ability, in every circumstance, look for the things that are positive. Look for the things that are good.
Said.
And it may take time. Those things may not be evident in the moment. I can tell you that a year ago, we're coming up, in a month, it will have been a year. Come here, buddy. Come here. You're all right. In 1 month, it will have been a year since they told us, if you just shut down for 2 weeks. and a year later, here we are. And I remember lying in bed and staring at the ceiling and being unable to sleep because I did not know how I was going to survive, how my business was going to survive.
Same here, Francesca. It took us for a loop. We weren't used to this.
Yeah. And so when I look back at that moment and I remember how terrified I was and how anxious and how frantic and then I think about all of the tremendous blessings and growth that have happened in my business. This is that you and I were always friends. We were always friends, but we weren't this kind of friends.
No,
and
we got closer.
Profoundly grateful for that. I'm grateful for this show. I'm grateful for my group. I'm grateful for these beginners. I'm working with 15 beginners. Next time, I'm going to show you some of their work. There's people in this industry who tell me all the time, you cannot teach beginners online. Beginners are the exception. You have hogwash. Wait till you see the work they're doing. I could not be prouder. So
Hogwash.
All of those things are things that came out of this incredibly dark season. And I'm not saying that everybody's experience in the last 12 months has been positive. I recognize that it has not been. But I also think that if we stop and really take a look at where we have been. Come here, bud. He hears something out there. I don't know. We really, Bobby, goodness gracious. She says, I didn't have time to think about it. My brother-in-law died. The next week, my son. Next week, the band shut my business down. I am so sorry.
I'm sorry,
awful.
Bobby. I'm sorry. But Bobby, if you met Bobby or if you talked to Bobby, you would never know that was happening with her. She's just like a sunshine. Honest to God, Bobby, you are someone to aspire to be. That's just amazing.
I honestly can't imagine, Bobby. I'm so sorry.
I pray that you have more strength and you move forward. That's just wow, Bobby, wow. That's very inspiring because I know your spirit and I know how she's so full of life, So yeah, got it.
Kathy, you're gonna make me cry.
Yeah, Kathy said, what do you say, Kathy? Kathy, every time Francesca signs off with her signature line, always brings me to tears to my eyes. When she holds her phone and can only hold up one half of the heart, I always hold up the other. Aw, it's so sappy but true. We have such a wonderful group of people that have gone through this all together. It's amazing. Well said. God, I got goosebumps. Honest to God, Kathy. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yep.
It sums the whole thing up, and we're here for you. We really are. We wanted to do something lighthearted and fun, and also we wanted you guys to be the best you can be. And, when you're thinking positive and good thoughts and wanting the best for yourself and others, it just happens organically,
And also, all I will say,
and
guys, hang on. Just hang on.
Yes, hang on. And Myra said earlier she wished she had a large family. Myra, you do have a family. We're right here. We're right here for you. I swear I got goosebumps again. When I say these things, you guys, they're not just words. They really come from my heart. And, I could be home, to be honest with you. You're home, but I could be home. I'm in my office right now. I could be home right now.
All of these,
you know what I mean? I haven't had lunch today or anything, and I'm drinking, by the way. But I'm here because I'm enjoying this. Kristen left. Everyone's getting ready to leave. But honest to God, my heart would just love to sit here with you. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, really. Oh,
yep.
Oh, you guys are amazing women, amazing souls, and inspirational. Yeah,
somebody said that when this is over, when the lockdowns are lifted and we can sort of maybe meet in person again, we need to have a like a I don't know, what do you call it, a convention. We need to just us. I think what we should do, because Texas is sort of in the middle of the country,
to center.
Y'all need to come to the Makery. Everybody come to the Makery. We'll have a big ass party. We'll do a barbecue up Texas style.
Wonderful. I know. It would be wonderful, Francesca. And Diana Schnetska, we love you. I love you. She says that we have been keeping her sane. Is that the word she used? Both of you sharing your knowledge and experience. I'm still unemployed, and this is keeping me sane.
Oh, honey.
So you're keeping me sane. How about that, Diana? When I see your name pop up, I'm like, "Whoa, Diana's here." So
do you know that line? Do you know that line in Pretty Woman? When at the very end, when he says, the prince showed up and saved her, and she says, the prince showed up and saved her, and she says, and she saved him right back. That's
right back on it. Look at this. Like, you don't understand how much, really, you summed it all up for me.
Yeah.
Really.
So we're gonna make this happen. There's gonna be a party.
Sahar says we're coming. We're carpooling. By the way, a big thank you to Sahar. She sent me some Drunk Elephant goodies. And thank you, Sahar. I already posted that on my story, but I wanted to tell you again. You're so sweet.
Apparently, I have a package coming.
She's the kindest. Oh, she's so sweet. Oh, wait till you see it. She picked some of the really top-notch stuff. So just so you know, Francesca, she really took care of me. I'm sure. Myra says that's what doesn't kill us makes us stronger.
That's exactly right.
That's true. All right.
On that note, I'm going to go eat my dinner, which is apparently ready. So I'm going to go eat
all right,
that.
you guys. I love you all. Francesca, I love you.
What do we say? Wash your hands. Wash your hands.
Love yourselves.
And love others well. I really genuinely love you guys. And Ani.
Yes, love. But remember, love is kindness. So remember to be kind to one another. I feel like Ellen. Oh, crap. No, we're not doing that. But really, a kind heart. How about that?
Yeah. Yep. Love others well.
Love others well. Yeah. Sometimes you got to clarify that. People forget what love is. Love is everything.
Yep, it is. Good night. We'll see you next week.
I will see you guys next week. I can't wait for it. Already I'm excited. All right, you guys. Love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great evening. Mwah.
Bye.